What is up, you guys? My name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I don't think has ever been done by another YouTuber before. I searched and searched and I couldn't find a similar or the same video anywhere. So if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Feel free to link me to another channel down below and I'll definitely go check out their video. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, and on one side of my face I'm going to be using brands that are not cruelty free, and on the other side of my face I'm going to be using brands that are cruelty free. I have decided that I am no longer going to be purchasing from brands that are not cruelty free or are sold in China, where they are legally required to allow their product to be tested on animals. So I am still going to be using up all the products that I currently own because I think it's super wasteful to throw out products that I've already bought, but when I use them up I will not be repurchasing them. I will still be using brands where the parent company is not necessarily cruelty free, for example Estee Lauder or L'Oreal, as long as the brand itself is cruelty free and does not allow their products to be sold in China, because I feel that by doing this the brand might look at those purchases and say, okay, more people are purchasing from this cruelty free brand, maybe we should make all of our brands cruelty free. So that is my hope. I just have a couple reasons for doing this. The makeup industry is so oversaturated right now. Like, there's just so much out there right now that I don't need to be giving my money to brands that allow their products to be tested on animals. I just want to set a good example for the subscribers that I do have. I don't want to be recommending that they buy products that are tested on animals. One last thing before we get started, if you guys would take the time to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And without further ado, since this is going to be a long video, which I do apologize for, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I will be doing the cruelty-free products on the right side of my face, that's this side, and the non-cruelty-free products on the left side of my face. So starting out with primer, on the left side of my face I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime Primer. This is like a white silicone-y primer. And then on the right side of my face, I will be using the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. You can see they're pretty similar, and I'm almost out of this one. For foundation, on the left side of my face, I will be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 201. I'm gonna blend this out with my Beauty Junkie sponge. And then on the right side of my face, I am going to be using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in the shade Porcelain. And this looks like it's just a little bit darker than the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. So I am going to be mixing just half a pump of this LA Girl Pro Coverage HD White Foundation Mixer into this, which LA Girl is also a cruelty-free brand. And I'm gonna blend this out with my Real Techniques sponge. So for brows, I don't have a non-cruelty free brow pomade or pencil, which is good. So I am just going to be using a gel to fill in my brows today. On the left side of my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel in the shade Brunette. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Black. Now it's concealer time. On the left side of my face, I will be using the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. I did a review on this whole CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy line I don't love this concealer, but I don't hate it. I just don't think that there's anything super special about it. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I am the shade Light Natural in this. I know when I did this CoverGirl video, I said that the LA Girl concealer was really similar to the CoverGirl concealer, but I think that this one is a really close shade match. It's just a little bit lighter, but it still has that yellow tint to it. Now it is time to set. On the left side of my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 05 Fair. I really love this powder, and I'm in the process of trying to find a cruelty-free dupe for this. I've heard the Laura Mercier one is really similar, but that's like a little pricey for me right now. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the CYO Fixing Powder. I borrowed this from my roommate because my cruelty-free powders are all white translucent powders, and I wanted this to be as similar as possible. And that powder is just a little bit dark, so I'm going to be brightening this up with my RCMA No Color powder. Alright, and before I do the rest of my face, I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow. So for the non-cruelty free side, I'm going to be using the Lorac Unzipped palette. I feel like these palettes like really flew under the radar when they were released, but like they're really good palettes. Like the pan size is great, and they just have like a nice gradient of light to dark neutrals. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette in Nude Awakening. These palettes have such similar color schemes, honestly. So I'm going to start out taking this shade Undercover and just doing a wash all over my left eyelid. And then I have so many of these brushes. I'm just going to dip into this. And then for my crease on the left side, I'm going to be taking this Dusty Rose shade Unconditional. I realized that none of the shades in here really match the transition shades, so I'm going to be dipping into my Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to use the shade Bone Fresco, which is like the same shade. Alright, and then to deepen up that crease, I'm going to use the shade Unbridled, which is like a rusty red, I guess. And then from the Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to take this shade, literally the same shade. For the outer corner, I'm going to be taking this dark brown shimmer, Untamed. And then from the Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to take this little shade. From the Lorac palette, I'm going to take the shade Unreal, and I'm going to spritz this with some Flower Beauty setting spray. None of my setting sprays are non-cruelty free. And I'm placing this shade like a half cut crease, but like we're not doing the whole concealer thing. And then to just sort of blend that into the outer corner, I am taking the other end of that brush on Unbelievable and just kind of patting that in there. On the Wet n Wild side, I'm going to take the Naked 2 brush, because it's literally the same brush, and go into this shade. I'm not the most impressed with this shimmer in the Wet n Wild palette, so I'm going to dip into my ColourPop You Had Me at Hello palette and just use this shade really quick. I'm going to use these two shades to blend that shimmer out into the outer corner. So far the eyeshadow has been a little bit of a struggle to get it to be the same, but that's okay. I don't have a non-cruelty free eyeliner, so I'm gonna just go back into this Untamed shade on an angled e.l.f. brush and just sort of do a smoked out eyeliner. That actually worked okay. I switched brushes to this one that came with the LA Girl Neons palette. Then on this side, I'm going to use this shade and a little bit of this black on a Real Techniques lip brush. Okay, this definitely turned out better because I had an actual black to work with. For my under eye, I'm going to use this same brush and start out by lining my under eye. And then I'm going to blend this out with a little bit of Unbridled and Unconditional. On the right side of my face, I'm going to use this shade and the black on my under eye. And then I'm going to blend that out with the little red. Alright, it's time to do the rest of my face. So I don't have a bronzer or a blush that are non-cruelty free, and those are things that I don't want to skip. So I'm gonna bronze up with eyeshadow on this side of my face. Hopefully this doesn't turn out too awful. I'm gonna go in really, really lightly into Unspoken, which is this lighter brown shade here. And then for blush, I'm just gonna do like a little tap of Unconditional, which this might be like too cool toned for a blush, but we'll see. Okay, that was not horrible. And then on the right side of my face for contour slash bronzer, I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Natural. And then for the right side of my face, I'm going to use this shade from my Anastasia blush kit. I'm going to use two highlighters on each side of my face because I'm a highlighter girl. On the left side of my face, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Glow. I believe my shade is like Sunburst or Sunbeam. It doesn't say on the jar. I don't know how to do my nose yet because I always highlight my nose, and and that's like literally the middle of my face. I'll use this CoverGirl one, and then for the second highlighter, I'll use the cruelty-free one over top. Let's just do that. On the right side of my face, I'm gonna use my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in Stole the Show. Over top of the CoverGirl highlighter, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in the shade Fair. And I'm just going to put like a little bit of this near my inner eye as well. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in the shade Halo Goodbye. For mascara, on the left side of my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Total Temptation mascara. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to be using the Essence Lash Princess Volumizing Mascara. Lips were a doozy for me to pick up. So on the left side of my face, I'm going to use this Maybelline Baby Lips Color Balm Crayon, and this is the shade Toasted Taupe. And then on the right side, I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs lippy in No Angel, which I don't think is an exact match. Okay, this was like not even a little bit of a match, so I'm gonna top it off with some ColourPop Fairy Floss and hope that it kind of compensates for that. Okay, I just like blended the whole lip together, so like both products are on both sides now, whatever. Alright, this is the final look. I feel like I pretty much look the same on both sides. We had some questionable moments while I was going through this. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys liked this video. This was just something totally different for me, I guess. And I hope that all of you will support my decision to go cruelty-free. If you have some products that you love that are cruelty-free that you haven't seen me use on my channel before, or that you have seen me use on my channel before, feel free to comment them down below because I will definitely be checking out more cruelty-free brands from now on. Or if you know any dupes that are like good dupes for non-cruelty-free products, also comment those down below. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, babes!